This past week has reminded me that some of the biggest things standing between us and the life we want isn't even lack of opportunity, it's actually the stories that we tell ourselves. I've been thinking a lot about fear and giving ourselves permission, or giving myself rather permission to do things, and also recognizing that just because someone wants something, it doesn't mean that they're automatically entitled to it. There were a couple of conversations that challenged how I think about confidence, and a moment where I asked for a little extra time and they actually said yes. And I've been discovering that some of the food that I thought was healthy, it's not healthy, babes. It's not healthy at all. I'm Ramat Tijani. This is the Weekly Unfold, my space to share the lessons, the asks, the reminders, the gratitude, the thanks that have all shaped how I am navigating and growing through this life 1 week at a time. Let's get into it. My ask this week was to ask for extra time. Life happens as it does, and a deadline went before I was kind of ready for it. Now, I could have just quietly accepted it and beaten myself up about it. But I thought, what would it be like if I just asked for a little extension? And thankfully, the answer was yes. It was a really good reminder that the phrase, if you don't ask, you don't get, isn't just a nice saying. Sometimes it's actually true. And of course, not every ask will be met with a yes, but this one was. And I'm so grateful that I gave the other person an opportunity to say yes, rather than assuming the answer for them. My failure this past week was a little deeper than usual. I have realised that I have been allowing other people's perceptions of me to influence my decisions in a particular area of life, because I've imagined what they might say or might think even. And when it landed, it was just a bit of a oof moment. It was just uncomfortable because I guess I had this sudden realization that there's certain areas of my life, in which I wasn't moving from a place of confidence. I was actually moving from a place of fear. I don't know if that's a fear of judgment, fear of misunderstanding, whatever, but I recognized it and was like, oh, damn. Now, I'm not magically over anything. I just think that awareness doesn't instantly erase fear, but it does give you a choice to see it and make a more informed decision on what it is you're going to do next or how you're going to approach things next. So hopefully in that space, I will do things differently next time. But I might not. But I recognized it. And now that I've recognized it, now I can see it. I almost can't unsee it. So yeah, here's to recognizing that and hopefully making small changes over the weeks to come and years to come, so that I'm not operating from a place of fear, because that's dangerous. You don't owe more than you can afford to give. This one really got under my skin this past week. An ask was made of me, not as a request, but almost as though it was expected, as though my time, my energy, my capacity, my effort is all automatically belongs to someone else. That's not the case. It's really reminded me of one of the things that I've learned over the last few years, and that is that someone else's expectation is not automatically my obligation. And I feel like some people sometimes will try and emotionally manipulate you, sometimes without realizing they're doing it, but sometimes intentionally doing so, thinking that in that emotional manipulation they'll get their way, even if it's at the detriment of the person that they are asking that help from. I don't know, there's something about people assuming that they have access to you in a particular way if you've been generous before, and that's not how it works. But just because previously someone has helped in a particular way or done something in a particular way, it doesn't mean that automatically they will do so or have space to do so now. It's just, it's a reminder that I wanted to share with you all this time around, because You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to protect your capacity, and you're allowed to give genuinely what you have, no more or no less. And what you have to give might change over the time, over years, over days, over weeks, who knows. So what I may have been able to give 6 months ago, I may not be in a place to give now. That's okay. Do things your way. I feel like this lesson has shown up everywhere this past week. If you want to have a big birthday party, have a big birthday party. If you'd rather stay home and watch reruns of Disney classics than watch the World Cup football, and that genuinely brings you joy, do that. So much of life is full of people following scripts that they never consciously chose. The way we're supposed to celebrate things, the way we're supposed to build careers, the way we're supposed to spend the weekend. Whose rules are they? Like, who made up these rules? And when did we all sign up to the rules? Because I don't remember signing up to anything. The older I get, the more convinced I become that one of the greatest acts of self-trust is choosing to do things your own way. And not because you're trying to be rebellious, just because you're being honest and true to yourself. And you owe that to yourself. A massive shout out to Deborah. She may be tiny in stature, but she has big ideas, and I love working with people who don't just tell you what you already know, but actually challenge you to think literally outside the box. So she's a stylist, and she and I were working together this past week, and she just encouraged me to put certain pieces together that I would never have chosen on my own. And that's the beauty of working with experts. Sometimes they help you see possibilities you would never have considered. And so massive shout out to Deborah. She's been great, and I'm really looking forward to putting into practice some of the things that we discussed together. My Black Ballad membership, feeling very thankful for that this past week. I think it's just another reminder that investing in different communities that you love or that support the things that you want to support has benefits to it. And this week, my Black Ballad membership meant that I got 50% off Chuku's pop-up store in Liverpool Street. And now, who doesn't like a cheeky little discount? I love a cheeky little discount, especially when it comes to supporting brands and people that are great peoples. And yeah, it helped that the food was also delightful. Shout out to Steph for introducing me to the Yuka app. It's basically an app which allows you to scan foods and tells you whether they're good or bad for you. Ultimately, it gives you a rating like out of 100. And yeah, some of the foods that I thought were healthy are actually really, really unhealthy. And yeah, shock horror, man, because I was genuinely like, oh, but it's all green, it must be great. How about no? So, you know, it's a really good app, and I've been tempted to explore new foods now as a result, because I'm like, oh, that's actually not good for me, let me try an alternative, like let me try something else. And you know, yeah, it's been an interesting couple of weeks using that app, but I am really enjoying it, and it's really opened my eyes up to like how much bad food there is that I've been kind of just been like default picking up, like, oh, I'll just have a couple of these. No, it's 30 out of 100 or something. Apparently it also does like beauty products, but I haven't tried that yet, so I'll try that next. But shout out to the Yuka app, it's doing the work. Looking forward to week 29 of 52. Got a few work events. I'm bringing a chapter to a close, and hopefully I get to enjoy more of the sunshine, keep topping up my Ghana glow. Yeah, absolutely loving the sun. I know everyone's a bit like, it's too hot. I'm like, guys, girls, you don't know when we're gonna get the heat again. Let's enjoy it. Yeah, that's the plan for next week. What else to tell you? Nothing really. Tell a friend to tell a friend. As always, stay out of trouble, unless it's good trouble, in which case, go wild. I'll see you soon. Deuces.